Hey everyone, welcome back to Creating a Vegan World. My name is Andrew Alexander, and we bring back a special guest. Her name is Aline Dürr. She's a vegan interior designer. If you follow us on YouTube, we have videos out there where we already talked about what she does in the vegan interior design world. So I wanted to bring her back because she's organizing a vegan interior design conference where this gives people tools and resources to switch their homes to being more vegan. So we'll start off with this interview, talk about a quick background about her, what she does, what vegan interior design is, why it's important. Then we'll transition into her goals for the conference, how you could get involved, how you could help, how you could benefit, as well as different courses and a book that she wrote on vegan interior design to help you build a vegan home. So thank you for joining us, Aline.
Thank you for having me again. Hello.
Definitely. So maybe you just want to give people a quick introduction about your background, who you are, and then how you got involved in vegan interior design.
Sure. So my name is Aline Dürr, and I'm the founder and creator of Vegan Interior Design. And I've been an interior designer for over 12 years and only been vegan for 3 years. And after I turned vegan from an ethical point of view, I'm an ethical vegan for the animals. I just want to see an end of animal exploitation. That's my dream. So with that background, I looked into what I'm doing on a daily basis, and I see a lot of leather and wool used in typical interior design, in design. And I thought, oh, we'll cut those out and I'm not going to specify these anymore. And that'll make a huge difference. And then the more I looked into the subject, I found out that there's animal products hiding in almost everything, or at least in a lot of things, especially products and materials we use on a daily basis in homes and other spaces. So I found out that there's a milk protein used as a binder in wall paints, and that glues are usually not vegan either. And finding out all these different things, I thought, well, if I didn't know, and I'm a pretty strict vegan by now, and I've always tried to learn more, then a lot of other people will not know either, whether they're vegan or not. And I thought, well, I need to turn my company around, not only as a one-on-one design company, like working with people one-on-one and doing projects individually, but I want to educate the public more. And that's my clients, but also other interior designers, because I think we're all responsible for what we specify. And if I specify a product to a client, I should myself know where it comes from and what health effect also it's going to have on the client. So my goal now is to educate people more on all sorts of materials and products we use in interior design. And yeah, that's why I rebranded my company last year, and I'm now still designing, but also educating people.
Definitely. And I think one of the biggest wake up calls when we did the interview, the video interview, was a lot of things at home we don't know are not vegan. So, like if we go to the food store, the restaurant, or something, we could see there's cheese on the label, there's milk on the label, it's meat. But you mentioned there's so many things that are not vegan, such as in the paint, in the like carpets, things like that. So, maybe you want to talk more about, I guess, why, I guess, vegan interior design isn't so important. You probably talked about that a little bit, but more along the lines of
Mm-hmm.
what things in people's homes are not traditionally vegan that they might not know about.
Sure. Well, I guess the main difficulty with our industry is it's still a developing one, and there is vegan materials coming out, but our main issue is that they're not labeled. Like you said, on the food, it's got the vegan stamp, and if you buy that, it's vegan because it has been certified. But with products like carpets or fabrics or curtains, they usually just don't say that, and we need to dig into it ourselves a little bit more. And that's where it becomes a little bit difficult. Why it is important. It's important from an ethical point of view. Obviously, I don't want to exploit any animals to decorate my home, but it's even more important from a sustainability point of view and from a health point of view. Like the production of leather is shocking from an environmental aspect, and so is the production of wool or any animal product. We know that from food, really. I mean, to raise beef and to produce one steak, we know that a lot of water and a lot of grain and all that is involved. But the same goes for leather and wool and silk and any animal product, really. So the sustainability aspect is huge, but especially for people having vegan products in their homes, it'll be much healthier for them. Leather, for example, I'll start with the obvious ones. Leather has a lot of toxins that are off-gassing while you're sitting on your couch. Like to produce leather, it's the skin of a dead animal. So to make it last, you have to put in a lot of chemicals and they don't go away. They just off-gas into your home. You breathe them in. It's really bad for your health. So leather and wool, I guess they're the most obvious ones. But then, like I mentioned in the beginning, wall paints, they do not only contain casein, which is like a milk protein, but they also have a lot of binders and solvents. And I guess if you work in interior design or are a bit interested in that kind of area, you've heard of VOCs, volatile organic compounds, and they're really bad for us. But what they are, just they're chemical particles. And again, they off gas into the home. And if you breathe them in, that's really bad for your health. There's other surprising products in homes that are not vegan. I guess my favorite one, which I always quote, is towels. And I only found out about that probably a year ago. And I found this company selling vegan certified towels. And I was like, how is a towel not vegan? And I talked to the founder of the company, and he said, oh, we try to get our towels certified for the vegan market. And we found out ourselves that what we thought was typically vegan, like we didn't think that our production used any animal products, is actually not. There's beeswax used for softening the fibers, I think. Then the dyes are usually not vegan either. There's a lot of the labels, the glues that are used to put together samples. There's a whole long list why towels are actually not vegan generally. So I was really surprised by that. And then, yeah, I just kept looking into other products. I guess not really a vegan interior design product, but a product that we all have in our home is toilet paper. And toilet paper is very often not vegan either, because again, they use animal products for binding the tissue together. I think that's the most surprising ones. But then there's also even plywood flooring or plywood in furniture. Again, they're using, I think, is it a protein? I'm not sure what exactly it is, but they're using animal products for that too, even though it's not necessary. Like we're so advanced these days, we have so many alternatives and options to not use animal products, but they're usually the cheapest option, the cheapest alternative. And obviously that's why people use it in large productions.
Definitely. I remember when we posted the first video on Facebook, one of the top comments was like someone commented the toilet paper thing where are most of the brands that way or there are specific ones that are vegan?
Most brands are not vegan, but there are plenty out there that are. So, I mean, your typical go-to might not be, because it's, it's usually large productions and they use the cheapest way. But then I think it's changing now too. There's toilet paper companies that are specifically advertising that they are vegan and that they do not use animal products. So I think there is a bit of a change coming there, just like in the food industry as well.
Great. Yeah, I love the thing about this channel where I see the change, like we see the change happening right away, and then years down the road, the changes that we see now are going to go mainstream. And I think, yeah, for people who want to learn more about vegan interior design, we have the recorded YouTube video where Aline goes into more detail, and then she also published a book of vegan interior design where it goes in much more detail on these specific things. So I guess for now, well, one of the things is you mentioned it's better for your health and all the chemicals you put there. So as we know, you have a new child. So of course, mothers, parents who have new children, it's really important to have that to make sure less chemicals there. So do you want to transition more into the Vegan Interior Design Week conference and talk more about what you're doing
Sure.
there?
Yes. So while I was doing research for my book, I came across so many people all over the world, including other vegan interior designers and also suppliers or manufacturers of vegan materials. And I found that most people are kind of fighting the fight alone. And that's how I felt. Some people said when I contacted them, they were like, oh, I didn't know that there were other people out there that do the same. Like, I've been vegan for a long time and I'm trying to educate my clients, but I feel a bit alone in the field. And and the same with suppliers and manufacturers. There's a lot of people out there that try to develop new materials or new products, but because it's quite a limited market still, it's hard to get your product out there. And my main goal with this conference is to, yes, educate the public and tell them why vegan interior design is important, but also to bring together all these professionals in the industry that are probably, scattered, well, they are scattered all over the world, but bring them together and get them to start talking and interacting and maybe collaborating, or maybe just get a level of confidence that they're doing the right thing, because there's other people doing it too. So the conference has different parts. There will be over 40 speakers, and it will be, so the conference is goes over 5 days. That's why it's called Vegan Interior Design Week. It is a full working week, and we will have speakers every day that come from different backgrounds. It's vegan interior designers, it's suppliers, but we also have someone talking about biophilic design, which is very related to vegan interior design. And we've got people that work in the sustainability field in interior design. So it's not only vegan, but it's vegan related. Like, yeah. So we've got speakers. We will also have exhibitors, which include suppliers of vegan cushions and materials and furniture. And the biggest component and the most important for me is the networking function of this conference. There will be dedicated networking sessions, and it is a global event. So I realize there's different time zones. So there will be different networking sessions for different time zones. And what I'm hoping to achieve with that is to just randomly match up designers, suppliers, manufacturers, customers, property developers, people from all areas in the interior design field, to get talking, even just, a random match of two people talking for 5 minutes, exchanging contact details or exchanging ideas, or just knowing what the other person is doing, because I feel like it's still a field that's not really been tapped into enough. So I feel like bringing together all these people in the same industry, but from very different corners of the industry, will really push the whole movement in vegan interior design. Um, yes, that's my big hope.
That's absolutely amazing. And I just really love the power of community. You mentioned like networking, bringing people together, where it's really like through my channel here, I interview people in different areas. Like you're doing vegan interior design, there's vegan politicians, materials innovation, just like connecting people is my favorite part of it because one small connection can make a huge difference in people's lives. And I just imagine, like, from your experience being a vegan interior designer, like I see the course on your website, you have sections where you teach people how to find and sign vegan clients, things like that, where people in Australia versus in Berlin versus in New York, all vegan interior designers, they could come together, learn all these different skills. And just, I think that's what really has the movement and the industry grow as a whole when people come together.
Yes, that's correct. And I just wanted to add one thing. So the conference, we've got some pre-recorded panel discussions as well with experts from all different areas about different subjects. And we recorded one of these already just to get prepared. And what I found that those 5 panelists, they were from completely different countries. We had panelists from South Africa, we had someone joining us from Greece, from the UK, and from the US. And those 5 women, they already started connecting and working together now. They've never talked to each other before, but because they now talked for 1 hour amongst themselves during the panel discussion, they do already collaborate on a few little things. And I find that amazing. Even before the conference is starting, the conference is only in October, that this is already happening. And this is exactly my goal, to just get people together. And I find the vegan community is very supportive anyway, because we're kind of such a small group and we're fighting for quite a big goal. I find everyone is very supportive and I just love that space. It's a good industry to work in.
So everything there sounds great. So for people who are interested in Vegan Interior Design Week, can you just say the dates again, as well as the website where people go to sign up?
Yes. So the website is veganinteriordesignweek.com. And the conference will be in October 18th until the 22nd. So that's Monday to Friday. And all the talks will be available for 24 hours, no matter what time zone you're in. And the panel discussions as well. And registration is for free because I want everyone to just sign up and attend, and then you can watch the videos in your own time in those 24 hours, and there will be more talks every day.
That's amazing.
And yeah, everything is on the website and there will be updates. And if you sign up now, there will be some pre-event specials that will be sent via email. So it's worth signing up early and just be kept in the loop. And yeah, as soon as we add more speakers or more exhibitors, we update the website and we send out some more information. So it's worth signing up now and just staying informed before the conference as well.
Great. Yes, there's attendance could sign up, as well as even area in the website for sponsors or exhibitors. So anybody who's listening, whatever you are, it looks like veganinteriordesignweek.com. And then I guess a lot of times I see conferences online where I kind of miss it. I'm in a different time zone because I'm in Australia where you are, and I live in the US normally.
Yes.
So you also have courses and a book for people who would like to learn about this, either it's before the conference or outside of it. Can you talk more about your courses and your book?
Yes, sure. So I've got one main course, which is called the Vegan Interior Design Method, and that includes a lot of different areas. It talks about the main materials and products we use in interior design, and so, how they're produced when they include animal products, and why we shouldn't use them from a health and sustainability and ethical point of view. And then also alternatives. Like the main point for me is to make this course as practical as possible and to give students the tools to then create their own vegan spaces. So it's materials, but it's also, as you mentioned before, there's modules about how to find more clients, and that's vegan clients or non-vegan clients. It's because I find that the communication is a very important point, whether you talk about vegan food or vegan interior design or vegan fashion. You don't want to alienate people that are not vegan yet, but you want to, educate them in a gentle way. So I do talk about that in my course as well. And I do include a whole module about communication and marketing yourself as a vegan interior designer, or even if you're not vegan, but you want to offer that vegan design as a specialty, that will really make you stand out amongst the crowd. Because yes, any interior designer can specify a vegan leather, but not every interior designer knows about the specific details. Like I said, paint, plywood, flooring. And I created this course to give you a really practical guide and just methods to design any space in a cruelty-free way. I find there's still a lot of confusion about it in the world. Like I said, there's no labels or anything. You need to ask about everything. And that's what I cover in the course. And I provide a lot of videos, expert talks. I have a lot of templates, like email templates to suppliers. I'm writing emails to suppliers every day asking about specifics. So, and I'm used to the replies, and then you send back emails back and forth. So I've developed a really good email template that goes around this whole back and forth, because it asks specific questions. It asks exactly what you need to know, and it asks it in a way that suppliers usually just need to send one email back and you have all your answers. So because I developed this over years, I want to give students the templates so they don't have to go through all these hoops. So there's templates, there's questionnaires for clients, there's all sorts of materials that you need to run a successful vegan practice. And I just want to give that to students to make it easier for them.
That's great. And then for your book, I noticed I have a copy of your book. So people, even if they're not a vegan interior designer and they just want to design their home and get new things that are vegan, that's also a great resource that I noticed.
Yes, the book is a good, gentle introduction to vegan interior design. It gives, again, like the course, it gives some background on animal-based products and materials. It explains why they're not really good for us or for the environment. And it gives some alternatives to replace materials in our homes or any other space with. It's a really good introduction, and it's a easy to read book. That's what the reviews have said so far. The book is a really good start, and I guess the course is then, a more in-depth training for people that are really serious about interior design, whether they're interior designers that want to learn more or add that specialty to their portfolio, or if it's just DIY people or anyone interested in interior design. That's what it's created. That's who it is created for.
Definitely. So just to wrap things up, I guess we have time's running out. So for Vegan Interior Design Week, just reminding people listening to this, I see October 18th through 22nd, 2021. You can register for free at veganinteriordesignweek.com. And Aline, do you have any final words you want to say to anyone?
I
put you on the spot.
Yes.
There.
Or please sign up for the conference, because there's a lot of different subjects covered, and I think anyone will learn great things from all these experts that are talking. They cover a wide area or a wide range of subjects in the interior design space, and I really think it's something that will become more and more important, even just from a sustainability aspect. So I think, yeah, just sign up for the conference. It's free. It doesn't really, it's, yeah, it's not difficult. It's very simple, and go from there.
Definitely. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.